most valuable player in the NFL is worthy of discussion. I think it's Aaron Rodgers. Let's stop arguing. Mahomes, frankly, has not even had a good December. Mahomes has more to work with. Aaron deserves the MVP. He's been absolutely magnificent. But Aaron's not the one who really won last night. Aaron wins all the time. He's good looking. He's rich. He's got a Super Bowl. Aaron's life, he wakes up, he's winning. Who won last night was the Green Bay front office. Think about it. They draft Jordan Love, and they said, many reports, well documented, it was to push Aaron Rodgers. Oh, he said his best season ever. They draft A.J. Dillon because their two backs are going to be free agents. We all questioned it. Oh, he was really good last night. You watch him and you think, they got a big East Coast running back that's going to be good in that snow. Matt LaFleur as a head coach is now 25-6. They signed Aaron to an extension a couple of years ago. The cap hits $21 million for the league's most valuable player. And the last couple of free agent signings have done really, really well. Last 2 years, they went out and got Preston Smith, Zadarius Smith, Christian Kirksey, and they've all been terrific. Green Bay's front office won last night. And we kind of roll our eyes. You know, they go to bed in their khakis. They live below their means. They drive a used car. In fact, they go to the car lot and they buy a used car. And they don't spend their money, and they work hard, and there's that small town feel and ethos. And this morning they were right. They got the coach right. They got the quarterback contract right. They don't go big in free agency, but they go smart. The draft picks look like they work. We argued all offseason. I certainly did. I said, this is the fighter that you put in the octagon. He's got no interest in taking a shot. Last night they faced one of the NFL's most physical teams, and they ran the football. And they stopped the run, and they played great. This morning, the front office of Green Bay, coastal elites rolling their eyes at their khakis. They were right. Coach is right. Quarterback contract right. Second-round pick is right. Free agent dabbling's right. They were right. And by the way, they're not overly reliant on Aaron Rodgers. What? What are you saying? He's only 12th in attempts. So in the offseason, they got Jordan Love to kind of push Aaron, and they wanted to be more physical, meaning they saw what San Francisco did to him. They didn't want to be reliant on Aaron throwing 45, 55 times a game. He is 12th in the NFL in attempts. They're balanced. They're physical. This morning they look smart, and they're absolutely, for all the eye rollers, and I'm one of them, check, 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 check. They're one of a handful of teams that should win the Super Bowl, and it's going to go through Lambeau. And it's been remarkable through the years how few times Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre get home playoff games. They should play them every year, right? They got it right. The draft picks, the free agents, the quarterback contract, the head coach, the front office, keep wearing those khakis to bed. You were right. The critics, myself included, were wrong. I want to talk about Baker Mayfield. Oh, you knew I would. So when Baker Mayfield was drafted and Sam Darnold was drafted, I had said I didn't like Baker's personality. I thought he would be a franchise quarterback. I thought he was overvalued for a number one pick. I thought Sam was a bigger, stronger, more athletic, more mature guy. But over the course of their careers, it's been difficult for both. They've gone through some dysfunction. Okay, both have gone through a lot of dysfunction. They've gone through multiple head coaches. But the difference is Baker Mayfield had a very aggressive front office. They got him OBJ. They got him Jarvis Landry. They've gone out and got him really good offensive linemen. They have spent money, and mostly on offense. They don't spend money on the back end of their defense. That's all cheap draft picks. They put their money behind him. And Sam Darnold, well, all their good players are mostly on defense. And many of you have said, Colin, you were wrong. Sam Darnold is just no good and Baker's great. Well, isn't it interesting? What happened to Baker Mayfield yesterday? Oh, nothing. What happened to Baker Mayfield yesterday was Sam Darnold's reality for 3 years. Oh, the Cleveland offensive line went from the best graded offensive line in the NFL to missing two of its best starters. It was just average. The running game, like Sam Darnold, he didn't have any. Wide receivers, top 3 or 4 are out. Yeah, that's sort of what happened to Sam Darnold's first 3 years. Sam Darnold's career has been no run game, bottom 5 offensive line, and a wide receiving core that's hurt, COVID, can't play, missing in action, no show. That's what Cleveland was yesterday. And it's funny how completely mediocre Baker Mayfield was. 3 fumbles, lost to the Jets, a passer rating in the 60s, 53% completion percentage, and the fewest points scored on the Jets all year. This is not to take a shot at Baker Mayfield. It is the reality of the NFL. There are, and I really believe this, there are only 2 quarterbacks in the NFL, maybe 3, that can carry a bunch of meh. Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and I still think Tom Brady can do it on some Sundays. What about Deshaun Watson? He's 4-11. I mean, that's what he is right now. Well, what about Mahomes? What about him? He's had a bad December with a loaded roster and the smartest offensive coach in the game. What about Drew Brees? Can't throw over the top. What about Big Ben? Did you watch Sunday? Outside of Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson, who just make meh work almost every Sunday, and I think Brady's way closer to that than anybody wants to admit, this league is about what you're surrounded by. Justin Herbert can't mostly overcome a coach who's solid but not special. Baker yesterday, or Sam most of his career, can't overcome a bad receiving core and an offensive line missing 2 of its best players. Deshaun Watson can't save his team every Sunday. At some point, you need help. There's about 3 to 4 guys in the world that are great at quarterback. Everybody else that's close to that is good with an occasional great Sunday, based on who's available to play alongside them. What happened to Baker yesterday was nothing. It's what's known as Sam Darnold's reality. One of them has had really nice help. One's had none. Yesterday, it was actually Sam who had the healthier receiving core and the better defense. And actually, I thought the better play calling. Why did Baker throw it so many times? Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.